ドジャースの大谷翔平は日本時間21日、敵地で行われたパドレス戦に1番投手兼 DH で先発出場しました。打者としては初回に8号先頭打者本塁打を放ち、4打数1安打1打点を記録。投げては5回88球を投げ、3安打4奪三振無失点の好投を見せ、チームの4対0の勝利に大きく貢献しました。試合から一夜明けてもその衝撃は冷めやらず、アメリカの多くのスポーツ番組が大谷の圧巻の活躍を大きく取り上げています。番組内では米代表監督のマーク・デローサ氏も大谷を絶賛しました。特に注目したのは無四一三塁のピンチで見せた守備です。大谷は打球に素早く反応して捕球すると、三塁走者の動きを確認した上で二塁へ送球。単に投げるだけでなく、一瞬の判断力と身体能力を兼ね備えたプレーに、デローサ氏はなんというアスリートだと高く評価しました。さらにデローサ氏は子供の頃にホームランも打ってノーヒットノーランもしたと自慢する人はいるが、大谷はそれを今メジャーの舞台で本当にやっていると冗談交じりに表現。大谷の二刀流がいかに現実離れした存在であるかを強調していました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
And then Shohei Ohtani, Dodgers, Padres, first pitch of the game, he goes yard. Leadoff homer for their starting pitcher, who goes 5 scoreless innings, 4 strikeouts, had to navigate his way around some traffic, got a big double play to end the 5th, and the Dodgers take 2 of 3 from the Padres.
And what do we have here? Lowest ERA in the first 8 starts of the season in the live ball era, Jake Peavy and D-Row. And Dave Roberts said he took him out after 5. Because he was grinding a little bit. He looked pretty darn good to me. How has he taken his pitching to the next level this year, Jake? What do you see?
Well, I see a guy that can get through not having his best stuff. And we're just going to really dive in and just go through the outs, D-Row.
30 starts. How many starts you have your best stuff?
Well, I think it goes about like this. The saying's normally about 5 starts. You go out there and it's all together. You don't really think and you dominate. About 5, you don't have it. And they're supposed to be clunkers. Last night was kind of one of those things. The other 20 of your starts, you figure it out, and they make or break you. You're going to go to the tape, and we'll start it. Just Shohei's the best we've ever seen. But how do you manage your bad nights? In a bad night,
you hit a bomb.
That's exactly
But
right.
we're not 12 anymore.
Bruce Bochy used to always say, can't you throw a shutout and hit a homer, Pete? To watch him start the game, but just watch the pitch execution. This is 3-2 to both guys. So long at bats, but he does not give in, and he's on point. Gavin Sheets is hotter than anybody, blows him away. 3-1 again, behind the count, staying with the fastball, and look at the swings. 2-1. That's a hitter's count.
He paints that heater away. He's got the sweeper moving to the left against the righties, and then that nasty split against the lefties.
Using the ballpark, there's a four-seamer. Again, it's on the black. There's a sinker.
2-seamer.
3-2. Wants that one back. Freddie Fermin would like to swing at it. Take a better swing at that. Now watch this. Stop the tape real fast right here. This is where it starts to get interesting.
Yeah.
It's the 4th inning. He's starting to get up in 70-ish pitch range. You can start it right here. Hell of a play by Freddie Freeman. But just watch him mitigate this trouble right here. 2-1. Man, that's where the game could have got away right there. Manny wants that pitch back. But he gets out of the 4th. And now to the 5th. You're in big trouble right here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about big trouble. Bryce Johnson just does enough coming in the game for Merrill to get on. It's a great piece of 2-strike hitting by Nick Castellanos. 1st and 3rd, nobody out, and you've got a 3-run lead. Look at that. We're gonna watch this again, right?
Check it back, check it back. I didn't say throw to second. How many guys would have checked him back and thrown to second instead of take you out at first?
This gets him out of it right here. Back that tape up and back that tape up to where he makes the play. It's 1st and 3rd, nobody out, and you've got a 3-run lead. Watch that. I think after the mound visit right there, mound visit went something like this. Look, he's going to be aggressive. Let's make a pitch right off the corner of the plate. See if we can get him to chase our pitch, and that's exactly what happened. You see,
Kind of hasn't changed. Yeah, the sweeper's become more of a weapon for him, but he's not too different. I think the thing he can overpower you from what I'm watching. He can overpower you with a four-seam heater, like straight heater. I know we threw the sinker in there too, but the different variations of that, it's almost like a cutter, it's a slider, it's a sweep. He's got like 3 variations of his breaking ball that make it tough.
That's right.
For the right-hander.
The sweeper last night, 0 for 6. You saw a couple of them. Freddie Fermin, Manny Machado are going to go back and think they should have hit those balls out of the ballpark. But other than that, it was executed. For me, it's the 2 different fastballs as well, D-Row. When you start thinking about the four-seamer, you saw it, and then the sinker. Let's just go back and talk about when he was in trouble. First pitch to Laureano, got the sinker. What an athlete. We talk about him on the mound. That athleticism of him catching that ball, checking the runner, wherewithal, turning around, throwing it to second. That athleticism, first pitch, sinker, and then the first pitch to Tatis, slider. You got out of big trouble. First and third, nobody out. Hold on to a 3-run lead. Shohei Ohtani, even on his bad days, you just saw right there.
There's guys that'll happen. It'll happen today. Bellied up to some sports bar, telling everybody how great they were at 12 years old, hitting homers and throwing no-hitters.
Yeah. Except
this dude exists
right now.
He can play shortstop. Did you see him catch that ball and turn around and play with it?
He went deep on the first pitch and then threw 5 shutout with not his best stuff. What?
Would have made it.
That's right. He's not playing semi-pro. He's playing in the big leagues.
Nothing gets him more chapped.
Hey, all right, let's talk Shohei Ohtani. Leadoff home run, 5 shutout innings. He goes less than 6 for the first time. He's got a 0.73 ERA. Adam, we know that Shohei is putting a point of emphasis on his pitching this year. What do you see specifically? Has he changed anything, or is it just more focus on it? What do you see?
It just seems like his level of concentration, his compete level on the mound is really 100th percentile right now. He seems to be super locked in. He's got goals in mind, and he's hell-bent on achieving them. You know, from the pitching standpoint, in terms of the how, it's all the same stuff, but he's doing a crazy job of toggling velocities on all different pitch types. Like, he'll throw sweepers all the way down to 80 and up to 88. He'll throw fastballs 94 up to 100. He's mixing in a really slow curveball this year a little more often, 72, 73 miles an hour. He's doing hesitations in his delivery. So he's adding more layers to what he's doing. And I think, honestly, his experience at the plate hitting kind of helps inform those decisions. But at the same time, you can see he's really locked in, and he wants to do big things on the mound this season.
You know, he's been given a few days off by the Dodgers. It seemed like it did help him. He had this to say after the game. Dylan Hernandez in the California Post had these quotes, and I think the team is thinking about a lot of things to help me get through a long season. I support that opinion. If we can understand each other, be satisfied, take it game by game, regardless of when I rest, when I play, I think the chances of performing well will increase. He seemed to be politely saying, I want to keep hitting, but do you think a day off here and there has helped him?
I think so. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a big ask to do both every single time on every 5th day, not to mention carry the offensive load the other days you're not pitching when you're supposed to be recovering. So it's a big load, and I think he's already, you know, in his mind, he's ready to take on that every single year. But a couple of days here and there, I don't see why that wouldn't be in benefit. Those days do add up, and they do help in the long run.
Shohei Ohtani. Let me show you what he did last night. Dodgers, Padres. Ohtani, this is the first pitch of the game. Shohei Ohtani sends that one. He is the second career leadoff home run in a game in which he is pitching. No one else in history ever did it even once.
Wow.
Dodgers take the lead. This was his first game batting and pitching since April 22nd. Again, he hits the first pitch of the game out of the ballpark, and now we're in the bottom of the first, and look at him mowing them down. That's Andujar that he gets, and then Gavin Sheets. So Ohtani striking out 2 in the first, and we go to the 5th, and he's still out there. The Dodgers leading it by a 3-0 score. They got the bases loaded and 1 out. Leave Ohtani out there to face Tatis Jr., or they're going to turn 2 behind him. Ohtani finishes 5, 3 hits, no runs, 4 strikeouts. Dodgers win 4-0. Ohtani has an ERA of 0.73, the second lowest by a Dodger pitcher through 8 starts of a season since ERA first became official, which wasn't that long ago. It was 1912. The only other pitcher with a lower ERA was Fernando Valenzuela in that magical Cy Young year of 1981. So you have made that comparison. I wanted to do this today in particular because we're seeing Wembanyama every other night now, and we see Ohtani doing things that have quite literally never been done before.
When you look on the list, it's like when we talk about Wembanyama on a list with Wilt.
Yeah.
When you're on a list that says Sandy Koufax.
Right.
And it just gives you pause. And what's interesting to me is how they figure out internally. We'd have to sort of ask Buster Olney, one of our baseball people, what had to happen to get him back in the lineup with a bat. Mm-hmm. Because obviously the Dodgers were saying, on some level, we don't want to burn you out in April, May. And I get that. And they may have to do this periodically. They don't want to burn him out. But when you see that, it's so demoralizing. And Greedy, nobody in the I-95 corridor where we sit wants to hear this now. But that is the best rivalry in baseball. Many people don't see it. So many of the games take place at midnight Eastern.
Yep.
But Dodgers-Padres has now for 2 or 3 years been extraordinary. And for Shohei to go out and do that last night there in San Diego, amazing.
5 innings, no runs, and a home run to lead off the game.
A guy who's won 4 MVPs might have saved the series for the 2-time defending world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. That's right. We'll lead off this program with something we like to call show and go. That's a great call by Joe Davis. Throwing in the last line, the pitcher hits it out. So important because of the narrative we've heard recently about, well, let's not have Shohei hit on days that he pitches, and let's just try and keep him fresh. Well, first time back in the lineup when he's pitching, boom, he doesn't wait around.
And that's usually like the spot that they try to go up and get Ohtani with. And I don't think Vasquez meant to throw it up there. That's that up and in. That's a little bit too much over the plate, though. And it's just shocking for me to see him be able to go get that pitch like that up in the zone. But this is, we talk about Shohei. Give him some off days. Like, this is what he's accustomed to. Like, this is what he's used to. Mm-hmm. This is normal to him. And it's not normal to anybody else. But, I think I love to be in on those discussions with him. Like the Dodgers and Ohtani, what do you want to do? Like, they can't really suggest things for him because how do they know? They've never dealt with this before. They just do their best having an open line of communication. But wouldn't it be fascinating to be like, Shohei, all right, we want to sit you for a few games when you pitch. What do you think he said? Like, you think it was like, all right, let's try it?
Well, I mean, I don't know how many. It's like when the manager comes out to visit the pitcher during a game. How many pitchers would say, "Yeah, you know what, I'm probably done." Although Mizorowski the other day did go up to Pat Murphy and said, "Hey, I think I can give you the 6th, but I don't know if I've got much left." I think self-awareness is a huge part of being an athlete, particularly these days. It's not like the old days where you had to be tough and rub some spit on it and get back out there. Like these guys are so in tune with their body. But there is that ego involved, too. Like, you think Shohei wants to be told, like, you're not good enough to both pitch and hit on the same day? Hell no.
You still got to be tough, okay? Let's not take toughness out of the game of baseball. But I understand what you're saying. Yes, there's so many more markers with, like, what's happening with your body, and it does matter. And especially now because we just think about things differently, athletes, than we did before. Before, you'd have hey, my arm hurts. Well, why don't you get 3 or 4 beers and sit down and put some ice on it? You'll feel better, which, it works temporarily. But Ohtani's he's just something else, man.
Yeah, so I think he ended up throwing 88 pitches, 5 more shutout innings, got a huge double play against Tatis, and we saw him fired up, that's the fun part about Ohtani because he's usually so damn stoic. Sometimes you'll see a reaction here and there, but look at it. You rarely get that of him off the mound. The let's go screaming.
Well, Tom Brady right there. Yeah, what a big situation. And that's such a unique play. Like showing somebody that video, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, you'd be like, what's going on? Mookie Betts is at shortstop. Fernando Tatis didn't just hit a grand slam. What the heck's going on? But that was my takeaway right there from that play is obviously a great pitch by Ohtani off the plate. Not a good swing by Tatis, who's been basically plagued by that the entire year, hitting the ball right into the ground. But Mookie, that's not an easy play. And he's just transitioned. Like we talk so much about all the other guys on that team, and Mookie hasn't really gotten it going offensively either this year. But to be able to just like go from being a Gold Glove right fielder to being a shortstop, I feel like we should talk about that more.
Well, there you go. You just did.
I just did. It's amazing. Mookie, you're something. He's also something else. The Dodgers are just full of people who are just so exceptional.
To put a period on Ohtani, it lowered his ERA to .73, which is the 6th lowest by a traditional starting pitcher in the live ball era through the first 8 starts of the year. We all remember Fernando, that are my age, 1981, .50, which is ridiculous. Mike Norris, who pitched for the A's, .52, also in 1980. Zach Greinke, a .6 ERA in 2009. And then Al Benton, a .70 in 1954, wasn't around for it. And Jacob deGrom, we all remember the amazing start he got off to in 2021 before being banged up, .71. Those are the only guys who had better marks than Shohei Ohtani in his .73. He's going to win his 5th MVP, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to. And can you win the MVP and the Cy Young? Like, will they let you do that?
Well, yeah, you've seen, yes, you've seen pitchers in recent years, right?
So, like, when Kershaw won the MVP, he also won the Cy Young?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you do both. I mean, it's happened. Justin Verlander,
yeah. That's
I believe
insane.
Dennis
Shohei
Eckersley.
just, did he ever come out and say, I want to win the Cy Young this year? I know that's like the narrative. Did he like have an interview where he said that?
Don't know. Dodger fans, you can drop it in the comments, or anybody else, just a baseball fan, throw it in there.
Because then what's left? Because if he said, I want to win a Cy Young and just goes and does it, is there anything left for him to win? The Roberto Clemente Award? Has he won that yet? He's going to be all over the charitable events next year. That's my call right there.
By the way, to me, it's a little, I know it's ticky-tack. I don't think you win the Roberto Clemente Award. I think you receive the Roberto Clemente Award.
Okay, sorry. I don't know.
Well, but in my opinion,
I earn it. How about you earn it?
I think you can earn it. I think you can earn it. I don't think winning something.
That was very ticky-tacky right there.
But
you calling me out like that?
Why? Here's why. Hear me out for a second. When I think you're talking about changing your community, I don't think you win. I think that you
win the award.
I don't think it's winning. I hate it that they have a vote, by the way. Excuse me. I think they still allow fans to vote. What the hell are we doing here? It's not a popularity contest. That's not what it is. Somebody should be the recipient of the award. I hold it in such high regard. I hold it in such high regard. All right, whatever. Let's see here. Dan wrote in our little chat, all I found was this random Dalton Rushing quote. He wants a Cy Young, said Dalton Rushing. Apparently he's been vocal about wanting to win a Cy Young, maybe with his teammates. Good job, Dan.